Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Hearts of Iron 4 Kaiserreich. Let's continue off where we last left off. So, we're pretty close, I would say, to actually finally killing off these guys, hopefully. You are retreating to, I think, over here. Anybody else doing anything too crazy? Not that I can really tell. We can probably counterattack into you while you have pretty good organization, or still trying to redeploy slightly. Of course, we are in the like basically the rainforest of the mountains, so getting anywhere takes a while. So we're definitely not going to be able to push our way into here. When will you actually get that city? You'll be there in 1 day. So, just taking over all these cities is important. We are at about 50% towards capitulation. There's still a decent amount of cities up to the north we do have to take, unfortunately. But again, if we can just kind of squeeze these guys out, make sure they do not have enough supplies to really do anything important. What if I go like this? Canadian troop hopefully will do something a little bit better. We go around to Lima. This cavalry division will hopefully at some point eventually get to where it needs to be. Yeah, let's go up and around like that. It can be on the defense, because defense is definitely a lot easier. Yeah, but these are all just like the mountain provinces. Get our mountain troop down here so we can be a little bit more effective. Actually, have all these guys hold position. Redeploy somewhere that makes a little bit more sense. Like, you go here, and then, yeah, you keep going down that way. Cavalry division has been kind of compromised, I would say. What if we go like this? Still want to keep Lima under our control, obviously. We don't want to lose that. We have like 500 political power, but again, I don't really think there's a reason to increase any of these we don't need to go too extensive right now. Like, we already have like 1 million manpower left in reserves. We're not building light tanks, we're not building small ships. We might as well get like amphibious invasion speed up, because that will be important at some point. So build all of that, go to this place. Make sure this guy does not leave. Of course, I mean, we should get to the point where they shouldn't have enough supplies to really fight, I would imagine. I mean, this is technically no, the capital's not down here anymore. The capital's now up here. So Portugal, but it looks like Portugal will be able to deal with that. But they lost their port province, which is fantastic news for us. Just really good work there, guys. You all go here. See if you can push back. Try to push him back. And you're going to get to that city. Eventually. Again, I mean, your cavalry divisions are at least slightly faster than the rest, but that's not saying much. So Denmark has been annexed. Not too surprising there. Sweden got Iceland. Germany got the rest. Yeah, nothing too crazy, I would say. How about you? Yeah, you're deploying all the way up here. What can we effectively do right now? My gut's telling me, like, not that much. Because these guys are just, like, they're in the mountains. And it's definitely, terrain is a negative 60%. Attacked. Okay, so we've been countered, but, that's not really our fault. So you're still in Lima. You're on this front right now. You just go take over here. Are you in that? Okay, you're in that province. These provinces apparently do connect together. Are you both leaving? Yes, you are both leaving. Okay, that's interesting. Because if you're both leaving, then that means we could probably take the city, which is currently their current capital. You got another 1 day until you decide to leave the province. You're going to finally relieve this one troop over here at Lima. Not that it really matters too much, I think. Okay, Sydney has fallen. So, I mean, the Canadians must be doing a pretty good job down here. Yes, they are, actually. Australia should capitulate very, very soon. And hopefully the Canadians will then deploy somewhere that's a little bit more, you know, important. Please go to Lepiez. Okay, so when will you get there? It's going to take you an entire week to walk one province, which is just insanity. How long this nonsense takes sometimes. So you go over here, try to kill you. You're not going to try to surround this one troop. I mean, he's in a city, so he should at least have some supplies. More than normal. How many men do you have left? You have 10 and 19 divisions still. You do some penalties. Never mind, you actually have bonuses. Excellent. Not really what I was looking for. So we got another 5 days until you're ready to go. Okay, we got some more Canadian reinforcements. God damn it, I just left the province. It's gonna take another 7 days again. Are you a little bit are you slightly closer? No, you're even further away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So I would like you to move here, but if you're multiple combats, that does help us out. Who's this delete this plan. You guys go here. You're on this front. You're here. You're here. You're here. Something like that. You're on this front. Everybody else should at least, I think, be okay. Hey, how long it's going to take for anyone to get anywhere, but... like, what can you actually do? Hopefully these guys will die at some point as well. Like, we're just not like we're not in a great spot, I will admit. I mean, we're winning. There's no doubt about that. It's just that, could be winning better. Portugal is not going to help. I really thought, like, maybe when they had they own the port, they would have been able to send enough troops over, but apparently not. Australia is close to capitulating. I can't tell if the International is going to lose. I'm hoping the answer to the question is yes. Because, of course, that does benefit us greatly. You go over here. Try to counter him just so he doesn't have to retreat. And are you in the city yet? Keep attacking so they do not retreat out. Yeah, so you can take the city, get you multiple combats. Okay, Lepez was all we needed. So let's take all states, take all states. Apparently we can't do that quite yet. Fantastic. So at least, you know, at least we won the war down here. Was a little bit harder than I would have, you know, expected. Again, I don't think we really have to worry about Chile at all. What do we have to worry about? A great question. Venezuela. Do we want to even attack any of you guys up to the north? I don't really think so. Like, we've as far as I know, we've eliminated... oh, we have not. Suriname is still here. I was going to say, we've eradicated socialism from South America. But apparently, that is not the case. I mean, there's still Uruguay as well, but... I'm not going to worry about that at the moment. So let's get our troops up to the north, please. Thank you. Deploy up there. The fate of Bolivia. The fate of Ecuador. We'll liberate Ecuador under a friendly government. I'm going to... what about Peru? Or Bolivia? Do I want to have a coastline that goes, you know, do I want to be coast to coast? Some sea to shining sea? I think I might, actually. Like, how much does it cost? 30%? You know, that's actually not that bad. I'm going to continue military occupation of these areas. It's going to cost us about 8% stability and war support, but I'm sure that'll be fine afterwards. We got a little friendly Ecuador, but the rest of it shall remain under our control. Because again, Bolivia, it's a little bit too big. Oh, Australia's dead. Okay. Well, how much is it? Because I guess Canada is going to have it. They've done all the work. a lot of points. About 350. We'll just give that to the Canadians. And that's fine. So, we really gotta start thinking about what is our war plan when it comes to the war in Europe. Yeah, Australia has joined the Entente. Not a huge surprise there. Apparently they're national populace, that's okay. The British-French War. So what do we do? Because right now, we don't actually have a border with the International. I mean, there's actually more enemy ships in this general region, but for the most part, it looks like we have more friendly ships. Like, we could probably go here and then move our way up. So you guys are now going to deploy your way to northern Algeria. Get there, you know, however you see fit. But you are going to avoid this sea region, because that's apparently the only sea region that the enemy actually has more ships than we do. So just don't go there. It's a little bit scary. And blue army, or you're orange. It's a completely different color. You guys, you need a new battle plane, because that's a little bit too far away. We're going to go for a naval invasion from... We can go from Portugal up. Like Portugal to Plymouth. We'll see if this works out. Hopefully we have enough supplies over here that we can actually liberate all of Britain under a Brazilian and I guess also Canadian flag, depending on how you want to look at it. I mean, I do have military access through Germany, but I prefer not to just put troops on the same front. Getting an actual landing within France proper would be nice, but I would also kind of like to deal with the British first, because I think they're generally a little bit more tricky. We're gonna go to speed 5 right now. That's while we're waiting for our troops to actually get out of our territory. Albania's capitulated. That's okay. Albania, that's in the war against Greece, right? Like, yeah, Greece and somehow Romania, like, they're still holding on by the skin of their teeth. I don't really understand how they're able to hold off this pressure, but yeah, like, we have more control over all these regions than they do. Only question is, how many British troops are actually going to be there when we land? Hopefully we can actually get the docking to work. But on the other hand, do I want to send these troops up there? If I send my troops here, that's actually not useful. I keep changing all of my battle plans. Hold position. All of you go to this port. That's all you gotta do. I know it's a bit confusing. I can understand that, but please just go to that port if you can. Because this will basically be our launching off point. We can either go for a British invasion or we go for a French invasion. Like attacking into La Rochelle or into Bordeaux or something like that. Or try to land troops over into Britain itself. Which, it would... But Britain gets the event, don't they? Like, when you invade them, they get a bunch of event-spawned troops. I'm pretty sure that's the case. Political power plus 100, bonus of research to industry, monthly population going up. You know what? That's not too bad. 20% stability, though, that would also be lovely. Yeah, we've divided military right now. Division organization by minus 20%. Okay, maybe actually I need to cancel that. I don't care about these guys anymore. I think we need to unite the army. So we get rid of divided military, because we 20% organization debuff is, some would say, pretty bad. Like, you should just be able to ready to go as soon as you actually get to the port. I mean, it'll take you a while, sure, but it won't take you that long. You all deploy here. All of our new troops, of course, will also just deploy straight onto green. I just a right click, not left click. Please let me just... There we go. Yeah, you're just going to deploy onto this front when the time comes. And hopefully they'll be trained up somewhat soon. I mean, 112 days for infantry equipment to be ready. We still have about 600 tanks, 600 days for our tanks to be ready as well, which is a while. You know, to say the least. Do I have one of my Marines on this army? No, I don't. I could have sworn I built 3 Marines, but maybe I did not. Oh, the Canadians actually have already landed up in Britain. Well, that makes things actually a lot simpler. Okay, well, this front line here then, my friends. Again, hopefully the Canadians can actually hold on to the territory. Well, if they're actually... You know what? If Canada's going to invade through Britain like this, then... I mean, it's probably still in our best interest to invade it, right? To help them out. Yeah, no, we'll just talk about Canada. They've done actually a really good job right now, so... Unfortunately, they didn't land in all these ports. They only landed in 1 port. But, you know, landing in 1 port is about 100 times more than I actually expect the AI to do under any given circumstance. So, you know what? Your battle plan is now changing to not be into Plymouth. Because apparently it doesn't actually matter anymore. You're just going to go straight into Bordeaux. And I guess the Green Army will be your support in that invasion. Blue Army basically is going to go straight up to the far north. Georgia's been annexed. For the first time ever, actually, I think Germany's been able to win that war. Russia's at war now with the Mongolians. But Mongolia is also at war with Japan. Wait, no, they're not. Qing's at war with Japan. Japan's at war with Germany and them as well. Okay. Understandable. Our reinforcements are finally arriving. We got our close air support. Put you onto here. Let's research some air doctrines. We already are. Fantastic. I'm already 1 step ahead of me. So, again, it's 1940. Let's go for the 1941 artillery. Our planes, by the way, what are they actually doing? They're all assigned on the blue, so they should hopefully make their way up north soon once they actually capture a port. I don't know when that's going to be exactly, but soon is my my hope. If I land in Bordeaux, do you think the French or anybody's actually going to support me in that attack? Or do you think it's just going to be a situation where I have some Marines and they just die? I think they might just completely die, to be honest. So if the Canadians want to do more naval landings, that's fine. I mean, they failed in their other ones up to the far north. I'm going to launch the Purple Army. Apparently, Baby Biscay is not ready. So they'll launch whenever my French and Canadian allies can actually deal with that situation. So, new technology to research. Let's go for... Jet Fighter 3's too far in the future. Marines, I mean, we've already landed, so I don't think the Marines are actually that useful anymore. 1942 weapons is about 1.5 years at a time. We could go for some of this other stuff. Heavy tanks, you know what? Let's get the heavy tanks ready. Apparently also 20 of my convoys were sunk. Hopefully they didn't kill any of my actual troops. It doesn't actually really look like it as far as I can tell. We're 83, 84. You know, you fought through the jungles of the Amazon, so I'm hoping that you can probably deal with the plains of, you know, Gloucestershire. I feel like that would be easier for you. Okay, so you did land in Bordeaux. Excellent. I guess I'll send the Green Army up here to help deal with that. How do you have 9? Oh, yeah, because more troops are deploying here. Right. Please deploy your way up to France ASAP. These Marines will not be able to hold on to a defense forever. They're really just there. I mean, they will distract the AI, so they'll send troops down towards here. But I think for right now, this is going to be a good time to end this episode. Thanks for watching. My name is Ansem. If you enjoyed, give it a thumbs up. If you not enjoy, you can always thumb down. You want to see more, subscribe, and goodbye.